Good morning, everybody. Here is the introduction to what's going to be a bunch of videos about my story, about my life, starting right before Hurricane Katrina. I enrolled in college because I figured out I wanted to be a criminal profiler. So I enrolled in college, and everything started, and then Hurricane Katrina hit, and that pushed it back a little bit. As you know, my other story, I talked briefly about how I lost everything because of a roof in our, a hole in our roof and the rain and stuff. Well, then work, I got back to work, started just going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. I didn't really know what to do. Then that's when September, October, around that time, around October, that's when I met my first wife. And we wound up getting married like 9 months after being together. And I wound up transferring to Nicholls State University for a little while. Still depressed, still, I kept slowly putting on weight. And then we wound up moving back down here, going back to Delgado after a while. There's a lot of things that was going on. I was still depressed, upset, aggravated. I didn't know anything about life. I was just thrown off in life. So, we together, me and Jennifer together for a little while. So, but I'll get to part 2 tomorrow. Love you guys.